Deicide. Welcome to Deicide. I'm your host, Demon Machine. Today, I'm joined by Ristarian from BLG.eu, Scytheman from BLG.na, and Sprayarn from Copenhagen Wolves, looking like a boss over there with his indoor sunglasses and no lights because he obviously cannot see a thing. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to our show, and welcome all of you viewers to our show. We're going to be discussing all sorts of interesting topics of the day. If you would like a link to those topics, I am going to be posting it in the chat right now. There it is, and it doesn't even update for me, so congratulations, Twitch chat. You guys are just rocking it. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys. It's so amazing. So amazing. So, right off the bat, we wanted to talk about the Curse of the Gods upsets. That was the monthly finals. If you wanted to view the winners of those, let me bring it up. Here it is. Here it is. Ready for it? There it is. There it is. Oh, look. Copenhagen Wolves got first. Root Gaming came in second.
Day, really.
Curse in third. Sprayarn, tell me, with this month of the Curse of the Gods monthly finals that you guys victoried, how do you feel?
It feels good.
I feel amazing when you ecstatic.
Feels good, man?
Yeah, it feels good.
So, did you guys do any different strategies in preparation for this, or was it just, you know,
No. We had... we basically came into this Sunday, we had nothing planned at all. We had,
nice.
like, no ideas, anything, so he just played, and, yeah.
Best way to do it, you know, just go in there by the seat of your pants and win.
This just in, Strat's overrated. You heard it here first.
Pre-planned strats. So, you guys beat out Root Gaming in best of 3?
Yes.
Yes. What servers were you on when you won the 2 games?
EU. Well, we played first game. We played against BLG.eu. You know, we won game 1. They won game 2, and we won game 3. And then we faced Curse in the semifinals. They won on NA. Then we played on EU the second game, and we won that game. Then Zapman, he basically said that we could play the last game on EU as well. So he did, and I won that game as well. And then we faced Root in the finals. They won game 1 on NA. Then we won game 2 on EU, and then game 3 was actually on NA. It was a really close game until Irby unfortunately had a DC.
I see. I see. So, still, that's very impressive. Even though Derby had a connection problem towards the end, it was even up until that point, though.
Yes.
From what all the recounts that I have heard was that it was pretty darn close. So I mean, it was Derby definitely made it a deciding factor, but it wasn't already predetermined before that point. So
No.
It's not like, oh, they were winning and then you just disconnected and that's it, we lost. You know, it's like, well, it's who knows, but he disconnected, so there it is. So, do you guys have anything to say about this? Spray? Do you have anything otherwise to say about it?
I mean, well played by BLG, Curse and Root. You know, they played really, really good. And yeah, I don't know really.
Nice, nice. Scythe, do you have any opinions on this particular tournament?
Congrats, Copenhagen. I mean, a lot of well-played games. NA teams kind of slipping this week, so, you know, well played, well deserved.
Thanks a lot, man.
Rusty, why wasn't it you?
What?
Yeah, why wasn't it you guys? What happened there?
First game, we had a bit of kind of just a lot of misplays and mistakes that we shouldn't have really, like, the idea of making silly mistakes comes to mind. The second game, we actually pulled it together much better. I was very happy with that. And the third game, credit to Copenhagen Wolves, they outpicked us hard.
Ah, I see. I see. Interesting.
I'm not going to say, we would have won it.
Blaming the picks.
You outpicked.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh damn! If I picked that card instead, I would have won.
Yeah.
But no, because I can't. Yeah. No. picking is just as important as playing. So if you can outpick us, well done.
Yay! Yay! Cool. So the question and the low-hanging fruit in this conversation is servers.
Servers!
Servers! So, was this a deciding factor, the fact that Zapman said, we're going to play on EU, and they lost, so I wish Zap was here to answer this. Girl, why couldn't he be here? He's supposed to be here, he's just having connection issues. So, I mean, there's a very small part of me that was just like, I love to see it when people are wrong, just because. I mean, I love you, Zap, but oh, it was great just to have this moment. Join me in here with this moment. You know,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things.
Oh, if you were pleased, you can imagine how I was feeling. Just.
You were jumping up and down, weren't you?
Well, it was quite late at night, so I couldn't exactly jump up and down. But let's just say the smug levels were fairly high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, smug Resty was out, yeah, you know, up and about.
Oh, so, I mean, this makes the question even more important, as the fact that I think we definitely need to split the scenes and get an EU centralized tournament as well as a NA centralized tournament. Play mostly on those two, and then get those international games where you can do best of threes and best of fives between like 4 teams. You could do a best of 5 between 4 teams for, you know, a tournament. Then it would be long enough. It'd be intense enough because it's 4 teams. You get like Wolves, Root, Curse, and EU, BLG EU, or BLG.na, or whatever. I guess it would be EU because you want 2 EU teams and 2 NA teams. So it would be quite interesting to see all of that play out. And I really want to see the meta shift too, as Kret brought up last week. That if you split the scenes, the EU, the best thing I saw was the EU meta is going to be 40-minute games. The NA meta is going to be 10-minute games.
Is it always that way?
Yeah, pretty much.
NA people always want it over with. EU people always want that farm.
Yep. So it'll be interesting, because then I would love to see them play like that and then have to get together once every 2 or 3 weeks and mash it out and see which meta takes over in that regard. So that's that. Onward to the other tournaments that happened this weekend, because there were other tournaments, surprisingly. Curse was
really?
Sunday. It was Sunday at noon. So we had the Saturday Curse, and here are the winners from all the other tournaments this week. As soon as the scene loads, there we go! Yay, it looks so pretty. Over in the top left, we have the Curse Weekly Tournament. Root Gaming took first, Curse Gaming took second, and Copenhagen took third. So you guys are definitely keeping up in that track. Over in the bottom left, we have the My Revenge Weekly, which was Victoria's Secret. She's very not secret anymore. She is in first place, so she needs to really keep her secret on the down low. Knockdown came in second. Denial Esports came in third. Over in the top right, we have the BLG Casually Competitive number 10. Mobility Gaming took first, New Breed took second, and Pizza Gaming took third. So it was quite nice to see. Mobility Gaming was playing with basically a substitute roster where they had it wasn't like their tournament team. It was their casual fun team. And they had a couple subs from Quake who are well known for winning some of the other casual tournaments. So congratulations to them. Pizza Gaming unable to take it for this second week in a row, so they won last week, but they didn't make it to first this week. And down in the bottom right, we have the BLG Joust Tournament. Emily 2 came in first, with Deck Cadet following closely in second. It was quite an interesting matchup. And then Crarsus coming in third, who is quite happy to get his third place position. So that was all the tournaments that happened this weekend, and we'll be, continuing on like normal with, the upcoming tournaments. There is an interesting tournament announcement. There's going to be a European tournament. What was it? From Worth It is going to be running a European-only tournament Saturday, starting at about 10 a.m. Eastern. So I forget what it was. CET. They told me what it was, but I can't remember things.
I'm there. Forget Curse. I'm Worth It now. I didn't even realize what's going on. No one told me.
Sprayarn,
Before,
you
why
think you
didn't
guys
you
will
tell
join the
me?
EU tournament, or you want to play in Curse?
Huh?
Would you want to? Do you think the Copenhagen will play in the EU tournament or in the Curse tournament on Saturday?
Since I used to heard about what is going like once ago, I have no idea. But we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, cool. Cool. Scythe, you going to play in the EU tournament or the NA tournament?
Of course, I want to be in the EU tournament. Who wants to play with NA?
You get a
I
pretty
want
good
the
ping
40-minute
side.
games. Yeah, I do actually.
Because you're up in the Northeast, so I mean you're as close as you can get to EU without actually being there.
Yeah, I think I generally ping the EU at like 120, 140.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Tops.
You.
Yeah,
That's good.
see, there's a lot of things where it comes to the server differences that I think should be looked at in a sense that, for instance, if everybody from, say, Curse could get a ping to EU that's about 100 to 150, and all the EU guys got a ping to Europe that's 100 and 150, then I think you should just play on there because it's, the most level playing field versus forcing them to jump back where, the NA guys might have a 40 ping and the EU guys have a 250. It's like, which server do we get the most reasonably even ping? That's another decent way you can try and run that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Zapman is having connection issues. He was unable to join us at the moment. He may be able to jump in later, but apparently some people are doing some line work outside, so I talked to him last night, and he was going to be here, but I haven't been able to get in contact with him today. So that's what's going on with that. Let's see, continuing on with our lovely schedule of stuff. What is next on our topic list? Let's see. I guess we covered the tournament wrap-ups, the EU-NA scene split. Upcoming tournaments, I talked about, of course, you had the Worth It tournament, which is all EU. We have the Curse Weekly, the My Revenge Weekly, the BLG Casual, and the BLG Joust. Those are all running this weekend. It's getting so cluttered. Time to start moving stuff to the weekdays. What do you guys think about weekday tournaments?
No.
No? Why not?
Too many people
Because-
still employed.
Because I go to college.
Yeah, but how many
I've-
hours do you spend practicing at night? I mean, could you pull off like
exactly,
a?
Riz.
What time do
Got
you get
you
back
there.
from? What time do you get free time in the evening?
Depends on the day. I mean, today I'm lucky because I tend to only have a lesson in the morning, so I get back around noon. But also, like Thursdays and Tuesdays, it's like back in 5 o'clock.
Okay, I mean, so you
Doesn't
have from
really-
like say 6 to midnight.
Yeah.
Could you do that? I mean, if you did like a best of one and then just do a best of one finals, just as like a fun tournament, so it's not because usually what kills it, especially running the casual tournament, is the best of 3 finals. Like every week we're rolling right along, we're rocking all the games and stuff like that, and we get into the semifinals and we start at 11, we get into the semifinals by like 1:30, and so the finals is usually happening by 2 or 2:30, so that's like 3 hours, and then it's that best of 3 finals that goes from like 2 to 5. So, and that's only if it runs to a actual best of 3. So, I think it could work if the EU guys are willing to give it a shot, or the NA guys, doesn't matter, as long as people are willing to, say, sacrifice an afternoon, evening to play in it, then I think it'll work a lot better. Because we need to try and get some of the stuff off of the weekend, if we can, because there's so much going on the weekend. Scythe, you look like you want to say something.
No, I'm paying too much attention to chat. Sorry.
Figures.
But I did want to say the only problem with I think weekday tournaments at this stage in the game is if you want to run a weekend tournament, you have to consider that you need 40 people who can kind of at least 40 people who can clear their time for any given time during the week, and that just doesn't happen.
Well, I guess it would be a good way to find out would be to put up a poll. Try and get people to vote what day could they play an evening tournament. And, say it ran from 5 to midnight. And just, see what day gets the most votes and try and roll it like that. And be like, try and work your schedule out or, whatever you can do. Whatever you can do. Because, I mean, I would say with the weekday tournaments, it shouldn't have a very large prize pool. It would be something like $50 for the winner. I don't know, just something for participating and joining in, but not like $1,000 weekly prize pool at the moment until people can actually make a decent money.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can really think about when you say this is Vex already tried this, and remember, nobody showed up.
Right. Granted, they just decided to dictate a day, and I don't know what they could have done better or worse, but I think there are better ways of doing it. It's just a matter of finding out what that is. So, yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Vix had it really, really late for EU people, so
Yeah, they started it at
Away
6
for us.
p.m. Eastern, which is like midnight most European time. So I mean that
Yeah.
knocks out all the European teams right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I mean, if I ran a EU and NA tournament, I could probably do it in the same day. Start the EU one at like noon my time, because it'd be like 2.5 hours ago. Would you guys be able to play in that if we started a tournament 2.5 hours ago?
Yes.
You will be able to, probably. Yeah.
Restarian, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 2 teams.
Chris is like, sure, yes, let's do it.
So you get a couple more teams,
Okay.
and it doesn't have to be anything super awesome. It could just be, we get 4 teams and just do a small little content-making tournament where you just, get people to play and have fun. So, either way. Moving on to other topics of the day. If you have any questions, please do tweet at me. It's probably going to be the best way to get me to read them for sure. You can just tweet at Demon Machine. It's up in the top left corner. Yes. So on the other topics we wanted to discuss, the patch notes. So I want to ask you guys first about NeZha.
NeZha.
She/he is a trap.
I agree with that.
Well played. I like what you did there.
Well played. I guess it is also a trap because, I mean, she can grab you and forcibly take you into the air and do things to you in the air while she crits you as you play Osu in the air and then fall back down.
What's even more worrying is when you read their lore.
Oh, good.
Like they were like, he must have a big mother because he was in the one for 3.5 years.
Oh, goodness.
Popped out half grown. Like what? Who does that?
It popped out fully grown. It was like an actual like full grown child.
Oh, it's still
What?
half grown.
One. No, I'm gonna say it.
Anyway,
Goodness gracious. So,
here's
NeZha does a lot of critting. Go ahead, Scythe.
here's my question: just how many of those ult strikes can be crit on? Because if it's all of them, she's broken.
All
He's
of them.
broken. It's
They
broken.
can be. They can
Okay,
be if
broken.
you time them right.
They're all crit on, but honestly the damage isn't that great. It's
I think
really
if
quite
you-
weak.
Yeah,
ultimate.
but it's like what 110 at level 20. I think it was 8 hits. No, it was
Let's see.
6 hits, and you
Here-
can crit on all of them.
It's more.
Where is the ultimate? Wind
It's
of Fire
4
Wheels?
hits.
No.
It's
You
4
don't
hits?
know.
It's 4 hits, and it like the overall DPS from the ult is not that high, to be honest.
Yeah, it's fairly weak. Really, it's just
okay.
taking out a single target from the fight.
Unleashing a combo, successful clicks during the combo allows some hits to be a critical strike, so apparently not all of them. I guess if you miss them, you miss them totally? Or do you still do damage?
Still do damage, but not
damage.
much.
Okay.
Initial strikes are guaranteed. It's the crits that
Okay, our
You can
click,
miss.
click combo.
Yeah.
Dealing additional damage to the enemies in the radius as she flips back to her starting location. I actually had an interesting time where I went up and died in the air. I'm not sure how, but it was rather interesting. I'm not sure if maybe my opponent died and I just fell down and died at the same time, but I don't know what the hell happened. It was rather interesting. I do like her armillary sash. I can't
That's an
say where.
interesting ability. Yeah.
It's bandage toss from
Yeah.
Bandage
I was about to
toss.
say it's bandage sauce.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
We put
you
bandage
throw the
sauce on it.
bandage, you throw the sash upon the enemy, and then pull yourself to them, stunning them during the duration of your time traveled, and then they have like another 1/8 of a second where they're stunned while you're there. So it's a great way to, get off your flaming spear and start damaging the crap out of them, because that extra attack speed and critical strike chance is just great.
My issue with NeZha is that strictly speaking, they have no escape. Like,
Yeah.
they can only escape with the ulti and that's it.
Well, you can't use armillary to get out.
No,
Nope,
it won't.
only
If it doesn't
goes
grab
with
anything, it
enemies.
won't go anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a dash. It's only if you land it will it pull you towards them. So it's a good initiation because you won't just go over there and not get somebody. So you have to grab them before you go over to them. So it's not like Sobek where he has to put himself in extreme danger to get possibly somebody to throw back at somebody else.
I
It's,
think
you can-
though,
And, sorry.
someone
go
said to me that NeZha is meant to die, and when you look at the passive, you kind of agree.
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah. But you could also use her one as an escape, couldn't you? Because you get the speed boost from it.
Yeah, but let's be
escape.
honest, yeah, you're really gonna get a speed boot.
I mean,
boost
if
from
I
it.
see somebody running at me, I'm hitting them and I'm booking it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it can help some, but it's not quite the same as backflipping or jumping to get out. It's definitely, if they have a dash, you're screwed. Basically, the passive is when NeZha dies, his indomitable spirit is reborn from a lotus at his location, healing nearby allies every second while increasing your protections. NeZha's basic attacks also utilize the Force Wing Chain, blah, blah, blah. Continuing on, that's the majority of his passive was the with the death passive, where basically he dies in that area of effect ring, that like big glowy ring, you get healed and you get protection from being in it. So, basically, as NeZha, you want to jump in there, grab somebody, take them up in your ult, land, and then die.
anybody else feel like they just got Bastet right? Maybe a little
That
bit.
was out of left field.
I'm just saying, like, when I look at everything NeZha does and I look at everything Bastet does, I feel like NeZha is just Bastet done right.
That is a good question.
I don't actually like her at all.
It would be more interesting if Bastet, like, when on death, just released a bunch of cats, like really, really weak ones. It's like
Getting
Get them, kitties.
they just like deal minimal, like really shitty damage, but they just did something.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I mean, how many people? Nobody else does damage or healing at death, is there? There's no other god that does that.
Those are the only two gods I think that have death passives or death abilities at all.
Yeah, because Bastet's got the cooldown death timer basically for 9 times. 9 times. 9
To be honest, I
times.
don't really like death passives because it just seems like you're only good at making use of it when you're dead. The only
Yeah.
reason NeZha's is good is because of the fact that their passive does something else as well. It's like, oh yeah, I release a massive amount of healing when I die, but also I can attack like a mofo.
So-
It's like they
Go
give
nuts.
you an amazing passive that only procs when you fucked up, and you know they kind of supplement that with a okay passive for when you're alive.
Yeah. So where do you guys think that NeZha will sit in the competitive scene, Ristarian? What do you think?
Well, I didn't even hear any of that.
Well, then you got to pay attention. Where will NeZha place in the competitive scene? Does he have a spot in the competitive scene, or you don't think people will run him yet? Other than the fact that he could be banned, but ignoring that fact.
That's a difficult one. I mean, his lack of escape kind of puts him down a lot, but his damage potential is also incredibly high. But would you take NeZha over Loki? Probably not.
No.
Yeah, very true. Scytheman?
Mid.
Mid?
When in doubt, mid.
When in doubt, mid. Do you think he could do decently mid?
I haven't seen too much of it to definitively say, but I'm damn sure gonna try it.
I have actually done it, and it's not that great, actually.
It's not completely outlandish to attempt a full jungle NeZha, because he has some of the fastest jungle clears aside from Bakasur and Rachni.
Yeah.
Just because of that passive, like you can hit like 200 on the buff camps at level 1.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Spray, do you see NeZha mid?
No, I don't. Like, I don't think anyone will do him mid.
Do you see him anywhere in the competitive play?
Maybe. Like, it's like Hysterian said, maybe he will be that niche role. He will be like a semi-jungler style. Maybe like Arachne or Loki. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. It could be a, they pick Loki and you really wanted Loki, so you're going to take NeZha instead.
Maybe.
Something like that, where it could be somebody that's kind of similar in skill set, but not exactly, obviously. Because I think as we move forward with gods releasing and stuff like that, we're going to see a lot of gods that are pretty darn similar to other gods, but the whole point is that you want to have an opposing, they get Artemis, you want Neith. They get Artemis, you want Anhur. They get Anhur, you want Neith. So that way it's not, they have Anhur, he's the only AD range, we're screwed. That's it.
I actually don't think we're gonna hit that point for a while. I mean, there's still a lot of mechanics that hi-rez hasn't even dabbled with yet.
Very true. What would you like to see mechanically wise added to the game?
Fences.
Fences?
I don't know if you guys saw the Reddit post. I forget who made it. but it was all about different ability ideas that we could put into the game. And I always, because I originally, my first mobile was Han, and I loved Engineer. If you remember Engineer with his fence, his fence was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
For those of you who don't know, he had his ult was a large AoE position based. It did damage while you were inside, but that wasn't the kicker. The kicker was if you walked in or out, you were silenced, slowed, and took additional damage. So it punished you for going in or out of the fence.
Go.
So Vagar on steroids.
Shut the door.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting. Sprayarn, is there any mechanic that you would like to see added to the game?
I would like to see like a mage brain, like some mechanic that takes away your mana and hit.
Takes away your what?
Takes away your
mana.
Oh, mana. Okay.
Yeah.
Mana.
Yeah, mana. I don't know.
It's all right. I'm just terrible listener.
It's fine.
That would be interesting. A life or a mana siphon.
I don't actually think we're going to see that, though.
Why not?
And the only reason I say that is because if the rumors are really true about, Fenrir having an energy system, those two don't really mix. Mana burn and energy don't get along very well.
Well, yeah, that's why you pick the person with energy, so that way when they pick the one who's got mana burn, you're like, ha, look what you did.
Yeah.
You're so stupid. I'm looking forward to Fenrir. I am looking forward to him. If you go into team ranked, I don't know if it's the same for solo rank, but he's automatically banned. Like he has a weird name as well. It's like I can't remember something Murphy.
Dropkick Murphy?
It's Fenrir's placeholder name.
Interesting. What Adib was saying was that Fenrir might be I don't know what manliness,
Manaless.
but not
Manaless.
energy. It was raid or what?
Manaless.
Oh, manaless. I get it now.
Oh, demon.
Reading comprehension.
Oh, manaless is just a word that I have not seen before. I have to say it. So yeah, rage or fury, something like that. Some sort of energy type thing. That would be interesting. It would be quite intriguing. So, I guess now it's Q&A time. If you guys want to do any Q&A, if anybody would like to ask questions, you can hit it up in the stream or on the Twitter.
We didn't even go over all the patch notes.
No, we didn't go over the patch notes. So let's continue while I gather
I
questions.
just want to say something. Shielded recall is absolutely broken and should be removed from the game ASAP.
I was going to say,
yes,
I mean, how fast do you recall with that?
2.5
Pretty
seconds.
darn fast.
Let me find.
It's 2.5 seconds, and you can't be CC'd. It's extremely powerful.
Okay, using this ability or using this item allows you to recall faster without interruptions. You can still be damaged, yet you are immune to crowd control and unable to move. Cooldown 90 seconds. So it doesn't actually say how much time. So you say it's about 2.5 seconds?
Yeah.
It's roughly around 2 seconds.
That's
I had a
really
response.
fast.
I had a Sobek who was being chased by 5 people, and he used the shielded recall, and like it was just like, really, is this really happening? Like it was just no.
So is it like an
it's
Aegis when you're recalling at the same time?
It's a bigger panic button than Aegis is. It's like, if you really screwed up, then that's your get out of jail free card.
Interesting.
And has a shorter cooldown than Aegis, so you may as well take it.
Very true.
It's like I think shielded recall needs to be either fixed or moved from the
Yeah.
game ASAP.
There's no necessity for something like that.
Yeah, I would say probably needs to be either it needs to be much less armor and it's just like you get half the speed, or you get the full timer, but you get like double armor or something like that. And maybe I don't think you should be immune to ultimates. I think you should be immune to like regular crowd control, like for instance on her spear, but not like CC ultimates like a Kraken. Maybe opinions. Maybe.
I mean, if it were like full duration or very close to full duration, but still made you immune to CC or, you know, stopping the recall at all, then it would get the desired effect, wouldn't it? I mean, right now it's just to the point that you can pretty much do something completely stupid and still get out.
Yeah. Very true. So, I mean, you have 5 people on you and make it away without dying if you have enough health to survive them all blowing ults on you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, if it were still the full duration, it would be kind of this panic button, you know, I won't get out unless I recall, but it doesn't give you the pretty much free
Getaway card.
just out, yeah, because gods can burst you down in, what is it, I don't even know anymore, 6 to 8 seconds?
Yeah.
I want to say... They can burst you down at that time. They can't burst you down in 2 seconds unless it's like Loki.
Yeah. That's very true. Some other things that I wanted to point out in the patch notes was spectator fixes! Yes! Desyncing issue fixed. Cheers.
I want to point something out. Hades effects updates. They're so cool.
Oh yeah. I've actually
seen it yet.
seen those in game, and it was really cool.
I haven't paid too much attention to him when I was playing with him. I'll have to look more. What did they do? Just like made his
look cooler.
floaty more
Like-
floaty?
No, but like it's like his ulti now pulls in like souls. It's like really cool.
Is M3 like it explodes outwards and then implodes as if you were healing from it?
Hmm.
It just looks better.
There's a great command in the spectator. Spectate stop. So that way you can get out of the spectating queue instead of having to restart the client. Also, the collision against the world map has been fixed because you'd like, if I would be watching somebody and I'd back up against, say, the wall, suddenly I would be hammered to the floor. And it's like, wait, I'm looking at the floor. You know. So that's a good thing to do. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I
What
don't
do
know
you
if
guys
I like
think of
that.
the portal change?
I have no idea about this.
I haven't tried Portal yet. It just
Yes.
seems funny.
Portal
I
change. Using this
I like
ability
the
creates a
previous
portal
version.
entrance at your spawning location and the portal exit of your ground target. The portal exists for 30 seconds after placing it, allowing one player to go through the portal every 2 seconds. So you can transport a whole team in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and okay, no, I don't want to say too much because if it's not gonna get patched, we have found something that's really usable. So
Ah,
I don't want
well,
to.
so you're saying you have a portal strategy that you're not unwilling to discuss.
Yes.
Interesting. So Blink is, of course, one of the new items which will allow you to teleport a short distance instantly. You must be out of combat for 10 seconds for this to be available. What do you guys think of that? I mean, it's the Ymir Initiate. We had a Ymir jump and blink us earlier in this game, and then he instantly died because he got out of position badly. But, beside the point. Continue on.
I did that today. I was a Poseidon in the tower, and he was pretty low, and I was Kakademon Ymir. And I had Blink up. I decided, you know what? Let's just blink it, and yeah, stun path. He died. I was happy. Everyone was laughing, apart from Poseidon.
I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, people are saying it's overpowered because it's a blink initiate that you can instantly use to jump on somebody as a Ymir or something like that, which that's good and all, but if Ymir's on the front line and he's already ahead of the rest of the team and then he blinks and freezes people, it's going to take everybody else a couple, half a second to a whole second to get close enough to be able to do anything to follow up on that unless they bring Blink themselves. That would be an interesting 5-man team Blink. It's just like, everybody go! And it's like the whole 5-man crew just goes, wink! That would be rather funny to see. I got to try that with some 5ers. That'd be good. But go ahead, Scythe.
I think you underestimate the speed of people. If you have a team that's expecting their Ymir to blink in, they're ready to jump in after him.
Yeah. It can be useful to
He
escape
doesn't-
if you can keep ahead of your enemy as well.
Yeah. On the flip side, you don't even have to really. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, I can't word this properly. Never mind.
Should there be a warm-up timer for it? Like a half a second, you see him like a woo?
No.
No, because that would make
no.
it useless because the people would see it coming?
It would just be confusing for the player. Like, it's going to be instant and it's like, oh wait, there's just a bit of a build-up time which I don't really like. It's less of a blink and more like I don't know. Wouldn't be a blink as such.
I mean, you can still move while using it or something like that. It's just a visual cue for enemies to see that you are blinking. And not just, holy crap, he bugged out. Because, like, that's what I instantly thought right off the bat when the Ymir popped in front of me. I was like, wow, rubber banding, because we were on an EU server. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, he blinked. So, I mean, how much do you think people are going to blame lag versus actual use? Oh, he lagged! No, he blinked.
People get used to it just like everything else. If not, they'll update the effects.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
I want to see a Nightcrawler type thing.
Oh wow, the Ymir just blinked at me right now. That was quite funny. I just appeared. I was like, whoa, that was weird.
It's probably going to need effect updates.
I just missed my
You think there's going to be a hotfix coming soon to fix some of these things like that shielded recall that is just like stupidly broken?
I think you should fix NeZha. Just turn off the game, fix it.
They do them.
Like, they need to fix NeZha really badly because it's just like how could they not know about these bugs with his ulti? How can you not know?
What bugs are you referring to?
The bug where if you die during your ulti, the victim gets stuck in the air for the rest of the game, and you have to relog and kill yourself to be able to do anything again.
Oh, I hadn't experienced that one yet. When I died in the air, I just fell back to the ground.
No, you get stuck in the air.
Your opponent gets stuck in the air.
Yeah, your opponent gets stuck in the air, and you as the person who ulted, you can't use skills or attack anymore. You then have to subsequently log off, log back in, then suicide.
That's
Interesting.
Which is kind of long-winded and really annoying.
They're going to fix that today, apparently. Help spread the word.
Spray, you know my favorite.
Oh my god,
was,
PAX
right?
Prime 2013 4-day badge is sold out already.
I can't hear you, Scytheman.
Oh, PAX Prime 2013. Never mind. Continue. Go ahead.
I said, you know what my favorite part of the patch was, right, Spray?
Not really.
Baka buffs. Huh?
Oh, right.
Yup.
Bucket. Oh, I totally forgot about those. Oh god.
Would you consider them buffs? I mean, he has less stacks to get, with the maximum number of stacks being needed from 5 to 3, and he gets a buff from 3% per stack to 10% per stack, and same thing 5 to 10% per stack in the movement speed and attack speed respectively. So is this quite a buff for Boxura?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You
I haven't
agree?
tried him out yet. I haven't seen anyone actually play him yet. That's the strange thing. I think only people want to play NeZha.
Yeah, everybody's trying to get NeZha right now.
You God.
Yeah.
You gotta pay.
I want a new tank for myself though, because I want to play someone different.
Tank Baka, go.
I'm bored. Like I even attempt myself a tank bastet occasionally, but come on,
Tank Baka, go.
let me have my fun.
Tank Baka.
Tank Baka is real. I don't know what's wrong with you people.
Yeah. It went from 15% attack speed to 30% attack speed, so yeah, he gets quite a significant buff.
I don't
So
say
do you
like
think-
massive. Suddenly they hi-rez really like massive attack speed buffs, like Apollo, Artemis, NeZha, Bakasura. They all just reach incredible speeds, which just.
It's their flavor of the month.
Yeah. It will be. It will be. And then they'll go back to magical damage. So any other...
We'll get another strain of 4 magic tanks.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh,
Good for me.
I
Yeah.
hope not, though.
So Ao Kwang got a buff with his Spirit's Tempest. Here's how the description goes. The amount of delay between the time this ability is activated and the Spirit Dragon appears in the sky and begins to fly has been reduced from 0.5 seconds to 0.2. So I noticed that earlier today. I heard it and I started to move and I got hit and I was like, what? And then, yeah.
Yeah, it's
so,
a pretty good buff for him, I guess.
yeah,
Who
it is.
looked at Ao Kwang? Okay, you know what? I'm even going to go. Who looked at the best and said, wow, Ao Kwang needs a buff? Because hi-rez, whoever did that, I hope we never meet. I really do.
Oh
Only
my
now-
goodness.
Now, Europe can do some more snipes.
It's just like I looked at that AK buff and just like, hi-rez, I'm getting real tired of your shit now. Like, that was a perfectly fine. Like Ao Kwang was actually balanced. Like I had no complaints about Ao Kwang. I thought, yeah, he's in a good spot. He's not bad. He's not ridiculously strong. He's a solid pick. And suddenly like, oh, here's an idea. Let's just buff him randomly. It's the same logic as buffing Apollo for the second time.
And to say they buffed Apollo and gave him a base damage increase of about 10%, maybe. I don't want to read off all the numbers. And then physical power contribution has been increased from 50 to 60%. So on the moves, which is his number 1, right? Or is that the slide dash? No, that would be the first. The moves would be number 1.
The moves. No, the moves is.
Moves is a slide.
The slide.
It is a slide? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, so they buffed that, but they didn't mention anything about the stun duration, so... Okay. Any opinions on that? Will that make him more viable?
He's already stupid viable anyway.
In competitive play. Is he stupidly viable in competitive play?
Yeah, his rotation speed is...
ridiculous.
Really valuable.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
either he's the best rotator and he's one of the best split pushers. It's like, oh, they're coming to stop me from split pushing. Better just go to the other lane.
Now, as this
Who
could make...
needs that when you have shielded recall?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is going to
exactly.
make split pushing a real big thing with the shielded recall and Apollo getting even more of a buff, I guess. Shielded recall and those global ultimates, like Thor can split push by just being like, I'm going to go over here, and then they're going to come for me, and then I'm going to go over here, and then I'm going to shielded recall before they get to me. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Dumb ideas are dumb. Like I don't mind these gods that inherently split push well. I think that adds variety.
Yeah.
When you give, I looked at shielded recall and I was like, it's not gonna replace Aegis. Aegis is too good. Aegis, it takes you out of the fight. And then I thought, well, that's a dumb panic button.
Yeah.
Like it's not even. There's no real. Yeah, you can probably abuse it when you split push and whatnot, but at the same time, it's the most ridiculous get out of jail free card I think I've seen in this game yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, Hebo's general starting health has been increased from 340 to 365, and the health gain per level has been increased from 64 to 68. Is this a huge change for Hebo?
I don't know yet, but
Don't know.
it's
I know a certain person on my team is very happy about this change because he likes his Hebo.
That's good. What were you saying, Scythe?
Can we stop buffing Hebo until we see how everything pans out, though? Because they kind of throwing buffs around willy-nilly on people that I don't feel needed. I don't know about the rest of you, but
Yeah.
Hebo didn't really need it. Like,
I was kind of like... Just looking at the patch notes, I was kind of like, what the hell? I honestly thought it was just a troll because buffing Apollo again... One patch to another is another Apollo buff. Callie got reverted. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, Callie's got her damage per tick on the bleed has been reduced from 510, 20, 25 to 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And then on the Frenzy, the base damage has been reverted back to the last patch values. So they took it down about 20 points at the top level. So I guess they figured Kali was a little overpowered. So, I mean, it's good to see that it was obvious. They fixed it pretty quick. I mean, granted, it was a patch, but...
it was not a hot fix, though.
No, it was not a hot fix. So, what do you think about Colossal Fury?
Vamala buff, fine.
Oh.
Like, no one's going to play him anyway.
He's not going to be played still. I honestly didn't even realize his ult gave him that much bonus damage.
It does give him a lot, but it just is little else to offer.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Spray?
Yeah, I don't really agree either with all the buffs on Hebo because I actually think Hebo is quite in a good spot. Like, he's not like overpowered, but he's still not like crap.
Hmm.
I think Hebo was in a really good spot.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what it turns out, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I make the prediction that in the next week we stop seeing best Ao Kwang and start seeing best Hebo again.
Oh, God. Yeah, they're going to ban out Hebo. I mean, that's what it's going to see is Hebo bans and Ao Kwang bans. And they're just going to target ban the best all game.
I've been wanting to do that for months.
Other than that, the other big change I would say would be Valkyrie's Discretion. The range on this ability has been reduced from 80 feet to 65.
Yay, Freya nerf. Sadly, it's in the wrong place.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't the problem not so much the range, but more of the damage? The damage.
The ulti? I don't care about the ulti. I care about the damage in general. Like, real cheers, thanks for nerfing something that wasn't really the problem.
Was it maybe more... I mean, this will keep her from doing that ulting you under tower, won't it? Like, when you run literally to your tower and she's outside of tower range, she can't jump up in the air and be outside of tower and still hit you?
Wasn't that really that big of a range nerf, honestly. I mean, you can... I'm pretty sure you can still fly into tower range, get all your nukes off, and be back out but before you land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Doesn't really do anything.
I mean, it's a step in the right direction, but she still needs a little bit more nerfs, I think.
Yeah.
And why are people using my name in chat?
Because spray for spray.
Because now that you won a tournament, you can't have fans anymore.
Yeah.
You can only have haters.
This is true. All those false Sprayarns, the real Sprayarn should be opt.
Yep.
So he's taking care of business. That's right. Well,
I'm confused. I had a goal through rewarded, like it was, and we could see them doing it, and no one moved.
yeah.
You must be playing a pub game.
Yes, I am.
Probably.
How can you
Okay.
tell?
One of the biggest fixes that they made to the game that I think is the biggest change to the entire game, they fixed the party crap. You can go to your party, you can go to social, and it doesn't throw you in a party instantly and make everybody be like, I can't invite you anymore.
Praise the Lord. Release the game now, because that was the major bug.
Yes.
That was actually really annoying.
It was
Actually, most important thing, how sexy is that Cacodemon Ymir skin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nothing on Nerf Neef, though. Like, Nerf Neef just tops everything.
I love Miss Neef. She's so
So
attractive.
good.
I don't play Neith. As far as I'm concerned, Cacodemon Mia is now the only reason I'll play Mia.
Yeah.
I'll
So-
actually
Because
still
of that
probably
skin.
wind up using Mischievous Neve, just because I like the color scheme better.
What do you guys think about the in-game Twitch streaming client?
It's buggy as hell.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a buddy.
I'm not surprised it's buggy though, because it's like, actually speaking, it's the first I've ever seen anything like it in a game.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed.
I think it's cool that Twitch chat shows up in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish that they would have a kind of a half and half thing. One where you can link your account to your Twitch chat, but not to stream it at the same time. Because I want to still use my OBS to stream, but I want to be able to talk in the Twitch chat from inside the game. That would be like, yes! You know,
People
that'd be-
also want things like webcam support on it as well, so...
Right. And the other problem I can see having, like, running it in the game is a 32-bit client. It does not run 64-bit. It does not run multi-core. So when you're trying to run a streaming program inside of a program that is using one of your cores at half its capacity, it's going to make it run really crappy. And as we've noticed with the Stu streaming it, and we had some guys trying to stream out of it earlier today, the quality was terrible. And so when they had the same exact settings they use in XSplit or OBS, it looked like crap. But, you know, you could use an alternative one, which is using on a probably separate core and all these other different variables. You can multi-core it, stuff like that. So, and it also depends on the encoder that they're using too. Yes, it does. So I think they'll keep working on it and keep working on it, and we'll get somewhere that will please people.
I mean, it's okay, though. Who really wants that Ymir skin anyway? We have Cacodemon.
Yeah,
Why does Ymir get so many good skins?
because nobody plays them. I don't know.
Like, who wants... I see so many good skins for this god, and I'm like, I will never...
Exactly.
never get to play him.
elect to play him, like, outside of an important game. I would never even consider playing this god, because it's boring.
All right, so what god do you think needs the best skin right now? Scythe.
Not...
Poseidon.
I want... Where's my basketball Agni?
Ha! That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. I like that.
Where's my legendary Hades Aphrodite skin? Like, I want my... I made a robotic Aphrodite skin. It had, like... even had it, like... I even knew all, like, the jokes and shit. I want it made.
Okay.
I don't care about Aphrodite. That's cliche. I want my robotic was, like, connection lost and, you know, all internet-wise. It was all metallic.
AOL Aphrodite.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Let me go.
It was AFDT. Like, you know.
I still need my skin fragny, the Swagny skin.
Yes. Does he have a cane and a top hat, and he, you know, runs and puts his cane down every time, and it's on fire?
He's got the purple pimp suit and the 3 chains, and that's what Swagny looks like. You're thinking a gentleman on her, where he just chucks cane and has a monocle. That was
mean.
Yeah.
You know, damn it, god damn Blinky Mirror. Oh, I'm so sad.
Spray, I just gotta say, you have some serious fans. This is like the 5th account that Spray something.
I don't know, right?
Today? Jeez. People take their time.
I know, right? Everyone needs to also try hard.
Jeez.
I don't know why.
Gentleman her. That's a good one.
Her. Yeah. Like Swagny skin and...
Let's play the game. What do you think the first NeZha skin's going to be? Because this is going to be a rough one for them to make skins for.
Well, I mean, obviously everybody expects Chun-Li.
Didn't they kind of do that with the recolor, though?
I
just
guess.
make it blue.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're going to see a Carney skin.
That could be. What would you expect to see in a Carney skin?
Just have it look like a Carney. Have the little wheels be, you know, whatever, unicycle wheels, real colorful, clown nose.
That would be good. Just have her ride a unicycle. They don't have to be unicycle wheels. Just have her ride the unicycle.
You got to keep the wheels.
Roller skates, rollerblades, skater.
True.
Yeah. Mysterian.
I think roller skating in his eye is pretty much a guarantee.
Yeah.
Have her come out looking like Megabeth from SMNC.
Oh,
Yes.
God. It's been so
Yes.
long since I played that.
God,
Absolutely.
I loved Megabeth.
I will go on record saying that I love the MNC series, and, you know, if their marketing was better, we'd be talking about MNC right now, not Smite.
Oh, you've been
Yeah.
talking about both.
I was awesome at SMNC. I was like, you see me playing tank, you better run.
Yeah.
Just quit.
You don't want to get me started on tank. I've been playing tank since MNC original came out.
I was a big fan of the engineer. Or, what's his name?
Support.
Yeah, support. Support and, the dude who makes the planes.
Makes planes.
He's the old school guy. Old guy. I can't think of his name suddenly.
I must have stopped before he was released, because I can't remember
I
that.
Yeah.
did enjoy playing, what's it? Well, in SMNC, I did enjoy playing Da Vinci.
That's it. Da Vinci.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I didn't like Da Vinci too much.
It was really good at wave clearing.
A Nest skin for NeZha.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty awesome.
How does that... I don't think how that works.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. Since I'm on the Vesperia trip, since that's all I've been playing this week, give me a Judas skin for NeZha. Come on now. And that, I'm pretty sure that just went over like half the people viewing's head.
Let's not talk about Let's not talk about the Twitter Artemis skin. That thing is an eyesore.
I haven't even looked at it yet.
Didn't they just give her a
No,
tail?
Don't.
Neither.
No, it's just a flat out gold Artemis. It doesn't look like gold. It looks like piss. Think of urine colored Artemis. And that means everything: face, hair, clothes, everything.
Goodness, Rostarian. Goodness.
The
All right. Well, I guess we will be wrapping it up here shortly. Anybody have any questions in the chat before we close it out? Is the question.
You haven't done the questions yet.
You haven't done any Twitter stuff.
Yeah, nobody's tweeted at me yet, so oh well. Guess they don't like the Twitter. It's all right. It's all right.
They don't like you.
We cover everything. I mean, is there anything we missed that you guys can think of? did the tournaments, we did the scene split, we did the upcoming tournaments, we did patch discussion, Q&A. Resty, he wants your hat.
If everyone wants the hat, we're not gonna get it.
Several people want your hat. They're all on your team.
We're not going to get it. They can just give up now because they're not going to get it.
Krata-ta-ta-ta-ta says weekly exhibition matches instead of tournaments. That could be good. Kind of league-esque, but it would be very dependent on a lot of people involved because that can be dicey. I would like to start doing some show matches or something. That wouldn't be bad. Exhibition matches, I guess, would work. Like, come on, Copenhagen versus BLG.EU now. Let's go.
No.
Oh.
Denied.
No.
I'm hurt.
Is there scared?
Wait a minute, you're my team. You're playing now. Get out there.
No, I think my team's giving someone else or is doing normals at the moment.
No.
Well, actually, they're probably just watching this because they're lazy assholes. Get back to work. Yeah.
Get back
You heard me. Get back to work.
Iron Fist Rusty.
That's so terrible.
Get back to
All
work,
right.
please.
All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up now because I have another show to prepare for. And we had a good show. Thank you guys very much for watching. We will be back next week. Oh, answer your question what? What is your question, Cret?
Only Cret.
Oh, you tweeted a question at me. Damn it. It hadn't appeared yet.
Let's see if I can spin on this chair.
Do you know how to use the Twitter?
No, I cannot not spin on this chair.
The tweet ha.
Blink out of combat added to shielded recall and Thor's ultimate and Apollo's ultimate. What?
No. You can't add that to ults, first of all, and it's pointless if you have to be out of combat. It defeats the purpose of shielded recall. The fact of the matter is the idea of shielded recall is stupid.
Well, I mean, if they gave shielded recall that you can't have been in combat for 5 seconds, then you have to have been running away. You can't just be like, oh crap, F, you know.
Then it'd be useless for the purposes they put it in for.
I guess, yeah. It would nerf it to the point of unfunness.
Unfunness?
Unfunness.
Oh, we didn't talk about Motivate, did we?
No, and Omri Lock, I missed your question. I can't keep track of all these. Why? Why? Well, actually, my chat has been having quite a bit of time. That's why I was asking people to use Twitter. So what about Motivate? What about Motivate? They buffed it?
Yeah.
Never used it still.
Fire minions. So haven't tried it.
Let's rely on.
Yeah, basically what they did to the Motivate is using this ability now grants the closest 3 minions permanent buffs, making them equal to fire minions. The minions are also healed back to full health. Cooldown is 90 seconds.
So what if you have Motivate and shielded recall and you can use split push all day? I don't know. Maybe.
I want to just bring up the point that Twitter apparently fails because I have no tweets at me that I see.
All of your minions.
Okay, because for the sake of the team, I'm being asked to yell this to the sky, but I'm not going to yell it because I'm a reserved sir who doesn't raise his voice. QVO Fred to the top.
Okay, got it. All right, Omrilock, what was your question? Just type it in chat. I can see chat right now.
Horrible, Risky, as you say.
For the sake of the team, man, I couldn't say no.
Yes, please copy it, y'all.
For the sake of the team.
We're ignoring Kretz. Do you like pie? And if so, which one is the most? Which one the most? That's a good question. I personally like strawberry pie.
Sweet potato.
Strawberry pop?
Strawberry pie with a
Oh, pop. Is it pop?
I personally don't really eat pie, but my parents and my brother really, really like a pork pie.
get out of here.
They will kill for a pork pie, and I am not joking. They will kill for a pork pie.
A pork pie like pig?
Yes.
I can't say that I've ever had that. It must be a UK thing.
It's a Yorkshire thing.
Oh, even more specific.
Yes.
You weird Euro people.
Weird nation.
Yes. Scythe, do you have a pie?
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato, yeah. Sweet potato. And Spray, what did you say?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake!
It's not really
Cheesecake.
pie, but okay.
No,
Cheesecake. All right.
you don't eat pie here, so I don't know.
Get out of here. You pieless people. How dare you not pie? How dare you not pie? All right,
Do
well,
you in pie, bro?
we will be wrapping it up now, and thanks everyone again for joining us. We will I'll upload the VOD so that way anybody who missed the first part can jump in and see all of the reactions and all that stuff. So, we'll be back next week. Same time, same channel, until otherwise notified. And community show coming up at 6, along with your daily news.
Alright. I just want to make a shout out to my
Deicide.